Breaking news for all South Africans. In this comprehensive video, we are diving deep into SASSA's game-changing R3 600 grant announcement that's set to take effect next week. Don't risk missing out on this crucial financial support. Stay tuned to learn everything about eligibility, application processes, and important deadlines. This could be your chance to secure vital financial assistance. Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important updates about grants, social support, and financial news in South Africa. Today, we are bringing you absolutely massive news that could potentially change the lives of thousands of South Africans. The South African Social Security Agency, SASSA, has just announced a significant update regarding the R3 600 grant scheme. And we are here to break down everything you need to know about this life-changing opportunity. Before we dive deep into the details, I want to remind you that this information is time-sensitive. The changes are set to take effect next week, so you'll need to act fast if you want to ensure you don't miss out on this crucial financial support. Remember to watch this video until the end because we'll be sharing some exclusive insights and tips that could make the difference between approval and rejection of your application. Let's start with the basics of this groundbreaking announcement. SASSA has revised its grant structure to provide more comprehensive support to eligible South Africans, with the potential for beneficiaries to receive up to R3 600 in financial assistance. This development comes as part of the government's ongoing efforts to address poverty and provide social security to those most in need during these challenging economic times. The updated grant scheme represents a significant step forward in social support, combining various elements of existing grants while introducing new features designed to reach more beneficiaries. This isn't just a simple increase in existing grants, it's a completely restructured approach to providing financial assistance to those who need it most. Now, let's talk about eligibility criteria, because this is where many people either qualify or miss out on this crucial support. The primary requirements have been carefully designed to ensure that the grant reaches those who truly need it. To be eligible for the R3 600 grant, applicants must be South African citizens, permanent residents, or refugees registered with Home Affairs. This is the first and most basic requirement, but there's much more to consider. Age requirements have been adjusted under the new scheme. While previous grant structures had strict age limitations, the updated program has expanded its age brackets to accommodate more beneficiaries. This means that more South Africans than ever before might be eligible for the support, regardless of their age group, provided they meet other qualifying criteria. Income thresholds have also been revised as part of this update. SASSA has implemented a means test to ensure that the grant reaches those who are truly in need. For single applicants, the income threshold has been adjusted to reflect current economic conditions. If you're married, the combined household income will be taken into consideration. It's crucial to note that these thresholds have been carefully calculated to account for the current cost of living and economic challenges facing South Africans. One of the most significant changes in this update is the introduction of additional categories for qualification. SASSA has recognized that financial hardship can stem from various circumstances, and the new grant structure reflects this understanding. Whether you're unemployed, caring for dependents, or facing specific health challenges, there might be a category that applies to your situation. Let's delve deeper into these categories because understanding them is crucial for your application. The first category covers those who are currently unemployed and actively seeking work. If you fall into this category, you'll need to provide proof of your job-seeking activities. This could include registration with employment services, copies of job applications, or other evidence that shows you're actively trying to secure employment. The second category addresses those who are caring for dependents. This is particularly relevant for single parents or guardians who are responsible for children or other family members. The grant recognizes the financial burden of caregiving and aims to provide support to ensure that dependents receive adequate care and support. A third category has been introduced for those with chronic health conditions or disabilities that affect their ability to secure regular employment. This category requires medical documentation and assessment, but it's important to note that the criteria have been made more inclusive to acknowledge various health challenges that might impact employment opportunities. Now, let's talk about the application process, because this is where many people encounter challenges. SASSA has streamlined the application procedure, but it's essential to understand each step to ensure your application has the best chance of success. The first thing you need to know is that applications can be submitted through multiple channels online, at SASSA offices, or through designated community partners. For online applications, you'll need access to a smartphone or computer with internet connectivity. SASSA has improved its online portal to make it more user-friendly, but you'll still need to prepare all necessary documents before starting your application. These documents should be scanned or clearly photographed to ensure they're legible when uploaded. If you prefer to apply in person, SASSA offices across the country are equipped to handle applications for the updated grant scheme. However, due to the expected high volume of applications following this announcement, it's recommended to arrive early and ensure you have all required documentation with you. This includes your ID document, proof of residence, bank statements, and any additional documents specific to your category of application. One crucial aspect that many applicants overlook is the banking details section of the application. SASSA has implemented stricter verification processes for bank accounts to prevent fraud and ensure payments reach the intended beneficiaries. You'll need to provide recent bank statements and ensure your account is in your name and active. Speaking of documentation, let's go through the complete list of what you need to prepare. First and foremost, you'll need your South African ID or valid permit if you're a permanent resident or refugee. This must be current and not expired. You'll also need proof of residence dated within the last 3 months. This could be a utility bill, lease agreement, or an affidavit from your local police station. Financial documentation is equally important. You'll need bank statements for the last 3 months, showing all your transactions and account activity. If you're married, you'll need to provide your spouse's financial information as well. For those applying under the unemployment category, you'll need to show proof of your last employment and termination, if applicable. For applicants with dependents, you'll need to provide birth certificates for children or relevant documentation proving your responsibility for dependents. If you're applying under the health condition category, medical reports and assessments from qualified healthcare professionals will be required. Now, let's talk about timeframes because this is crucial. The updated grant scheme begins next week, but that doesn't mean you should wait to apply. SASSA has implemented a first-come, first-served approach for processing applications, so earlier applications will likely be processed sooner. Additionally, while the grant is backdated to the application date, delays in applying could mean missing out on crucial financial support. The application review process has been streamlined, but it still takes time. SASSA aims to process applications within 15 working days, but this can vary depending on the volume of applications received and the completeness of documentation provided. This is why it's crucial to ensure your application is complete and accurate when submitted. One of the most common questions we receive is about payment methods. SASSA has expanded its payment options to make it more convenient for beneficiaries to receive their grants. You can choose to receive the money through direct bank deposit, which is the fastest and most secure method. Alternatively, you can opt for collection at designated payment points, including post offices and selected retailers. Let's address some common misconceptions about the updated grant scheme. First, this grant does not automatically disqualify you from receiving other SASSA grants. In some cases, you may be eligible for multiple forms of support. Second, the application process is completely free. Be wary of anyone asking for payment to help with your application. Another important point to understand is the review process. Once approved, beneficiaries will need to regularly confirm their continued eligibility. This typically involves a simple verification process every 3 months, but failing to complete this could result in the suspension of payments. Mark these review dates in your calendar to ensure you don't miss them. For those who might be declined, SASSA has implemented an appeals process. If your application is unsuccessful, you have the right to appeal the decision within 90 days. The appeal must be submitted in writing, clearly stating why you believe the decision was incorrect and providing any additional supporting documentation. Let's talk about responsible grant management. If you're approved for the R3 600 grant, it's important to use this support wisely. Consider creating a budget that prioritizes essential needs like food, housing, and utilities. Many successful beneficiaries also set aside a small portion for emergencies or future needs when possible. We are also seeing questions about combining this grant with other income-generating activities. It's important to note that while you can engage in part-time or informal work while receiving the grant, you must report any income earned. Failure to do so could result in disqualification and possible legal consequences. For those wondering about the duration of the grant, it's important to understand that this is not a permanent guarantee. The grant is subject to regular review and renewal based on both individual circumstances and government policy. However, as long as you continue to meet the eligibility criteria and comply with all requirements, you can continue to receive support. Before we wrap up this video, let's recap the most important points. The R3 600 grant update represents a significant opportunity for eligible South Africans to receive crucial financial support. The key to success is acting quickly, preparing all necessary documentation, and ensuring your application is complete and accurate. Remember, if you need help with your application or have questions about your eligibility, SASSA has dedicated support channels available. You can contact their call center, visit their website, or seek assistance at your local SASSA office. Don't let uncertainty prevent you from applying. Reach out for help if you need it. And that brings us to the end of today's video. If you found this information helpful, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates on grants, social support, and financial news in South Africa. Hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss our uploads, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from this information. Remember, knowledge is power, and sharing this information could help someone in need access vital financial support. Drop your questions in the comments below, and we'll do our best to answer them in our next video. Until then, take care and don't forget, the time to act is now. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to stay updated with the latest news about grants and social support in South Africa. Share this video with friends and family who might benefit from this information, and join our growing community of informed South Africans. Leave your questions and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from you.